Hello friends, welcome on this YouTube channel. I'm Professor Saurabh Naik taking a next session under discipline town planning with topic Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act. In this video, you can learn meaning of land acquisition, LARR, that is Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act. Afterwards, land acquisition, rehabilitation and resettlement, it is considered or denoted as a LARR Act, objectives and features of Act, etc. So what is land acquisition? Land acquisition in India refers to the process by which the union or a state government in India acquires the private land for the purpose of industrialization, development of infrastructural facilities or urbanization of the private land and provide compensation to affected landowner and their rehabilitation and resettlement. Land acquisition in India is governed by the right to fair compensation and transparency in LARR Act 2013 and which come into force from 1st January 2014 till 2013. Land acquisition in India was governed by Acquisition Act of 1894. Before this act, the act was Acquisition Act 1894. LARR 2013, that is Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013. An act of Indian Parliament that regulates land acquisition and provides the procedure and rules for the granting compensation, rehabilitation and resettlement to the affected persons in India. The act is replaced the Land Acquisition Act 1894. Land acquisition in India, the act has provisions to provide fair compensation to those whose land is taken away, bringing transparency to the process of acquisition of land to set up factories or buildings, infrastructural projects and assures rehabilitation of those affected. The act establishes regulations for the land acquisition as a part of India's massive industrialization drive driven by the public-private relationships. So, objectives of these acts are: the first one is to ensure informed and transparent process of land acquisition for industrialization development of essential infrastructural facilities, provide just and fair compensation to the affected families whose land has been acquired or proposed to be acquired or are affected by such acquisition, make adequate provisions for such affected persons for their rehabilitation and resettlement, to ensure informed and transparent process of urbanization with the least disturbance to the owners of the land and other affected families. Features of the acts are compensation, consent, compensation for livelihood losers, rehabilitation and resettlement, return of unutilized land, exemption from income tax and stamp duty, share in appreciated land value, safeguard against displacement. These are the some key features of the act. Let's see one by one. The first one is compensation. The bill proposes the payment of compensations that are up to 4 times the market value in rural areas and twice the market value in urban areas. The second one is consent. In case of acquisition of land for use by private companies or public-private partnership, consent of 80% of displaced people will be required. Purchase of large pieces of land by private companies will require provision of rehabilitation and resettlement. Next one is compensation for livelihood losers. In addition to those losing land, the bill provides compensation to those who are dependent on the land being acquired for the livelihood. Next one is rehabilitation and resettlement. Over 5 chapters and 2 entire schedules have been dedicated to outlining elaborated processes for rehabilitation and resettlement. The second schedule in particular outlines the benefits such as land, housing, employment and amenities that shall accumulate in addition to the one-time cash payments. The next one is return of unutilized land. In case land remains unutilized after acquisition, the new bill empowers states to return the land either to the owner or to the state land bank. The next one is exemption from income tax and stamp duty. No income tax shall be levied and no stamp duty shall be charged on any amount that acquires to an individual as a result of the provisions of new law. Next, share in appreciated land value. The acquired land is sold to third party for a higher price. 40% of the appreciated land value or profit will be shared with the original owners. The next one is safeguard against displacement. The law provides that no one shall be displaced until and unless all payments are made and alternative sites for the resettlement and rehabilitation have been prepared. And the last one is multiple checks and balance. Multiple checks means either the company or the government shall be made alternative sites for the resettlement and rehabilitation have been prepared. To check all these things, the multiple checks and balances are to be considered. So this is all about the LARR, that is Land Acquisition and Resettlement and Rehabilitation Act. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.